Hey friends, we're back with Stein and Ah for the Mustang and Burro comparison series, and we're going to be working on Tarp this whole time. So we're really going to be able to tell the difference between how a horse, Mustang, reacts and how a donkey reacts. Now, Stein has been with us for almost a year, and Ah has been with us for almost 2 years. So you guys are able to sit back and just enjoy watching the process and how we're doing with getting them comfortable with crossing a tarp. Now we're starting with this being away from the fence. So they're walking on the dirt between the fence and the tarp. And then I'm moving it closer as we go. And you can see Stein, he's a little bit nervous. Now, where I was first setting this up, it was a horrible spot for the sun. So I was just kind of holding it or taking pictures and helping, just focusing on them, but not really getting much in the way of videos. But then later on, I'm going to move where I'm at so you can really see well without the sun glaring into our face here. Now, Stein is from the Peninsula Douglas Creek HMA, and Ah is from the Seven Troughs HMA. Ah is 5 years old now, and Stein is almost 2. Or no, he just turned 2. I think he turned 2 in March. Right now, these guys are still crossing on the dirt next to the tarp, between the tarp and the fence there. Now here, even though it was just a few steps forward, we got those few steps forward. He's licking and chewing. I'm just going to let him stand there and relax. Right now, he feels nervous there. I don't want to just be getting after him. I want to make this a good experience for him. I want him to keep wanting to be with me while we're training and doing everything. So I'm always going to try to make sure I'm offering him a good deal. When I point my hand up, you see just a little step, and then I'm releasing that pressure. I want him to take me up on the good deal where I'm not using my flag. I'm just pointing where I want him to go on a loose rein. That's the goal. It's going to be really fun, guys, just to watch how he does throughout his training here, getting him comfortable. It's just a handful of weeks now before we're going to be going to the Ty Evans Clinic in Hamilton, Montana. I'm very excited for this, guys. And my goal is to be able to participate in that clinic without him pulling away from me at all. We've had some obstacles recently with his hard tying lessons. He's had tying lessons where he was tied to the high line, and he rocked those totally comfortable, didn't move around. And the first time I tied him to the hitching post, he pulled back, and he pulled back pretty dramatically, pulled his head. I couldn't believe this happened. He pulled his head through the halter. So he left the rope and the halter there tied to the hitching post. So then I re-put the halter back on and tied him again. And we've been now having very good success with his hard tying lessons. So I've been He's been having different days where his kind of training is just a little bit of circles and then tying lessons over and over again. Kind of like 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off. We've been trying him to different things now, just trying to help keep building up his confidence and his coping skills. And even working with this tarp work here, I know I have seen some big growth with Stein and his coping skills, which is so exciting. So now we have been working with the hard tying lessons. We've been working with the tarp here. I've been over him a little bit. He's not ready to start under saddle yet. I have set the saddle on his back. I haven't cinched it. And then going in and out of the trailer. And we also, you guys have to stay tuned for these videos. We also have done our first time leading him out of the wild pen or the 2-acre. So far, every time I've led him anywhere, it has been in a smaller confined area. So pretty soon here, we'll start bringing him to the horseback riding group that we belong to in town, where we can get more just experience under his belt, more time going into the trailer, being hard tied in the trailer, going somewhere new. All that stuff is going to help build up coping skills, trying to help make sure we have him completely set up to do a knock-up job at the tie clinic, which I'm super excited for. After the tie clinic is going to be mule days. So if you guys have a donkey or a mule, you'll have to come over and participate in that. Come to the clinic if there's still room. Come to the clinic and then do mule days. It'll be a lot of fun. I am going to be going with my daughter, and we're going to have Honk the Donk. My daughter's going to do the clinic with her for ground clinic. I'm going to have Stein for the ground clinic, and then I'm going to have Awe for the under saddle clinic. And Hannah's also going to bring my horse Stormy, who she's getting ready to be able to go to the mountains for the Thai masterclass gathering. So there's lots of fun stuff that's going to be upcoming. If you guys ever get a chance, totally look up Thai. That's who I'm trying to follow. I don't know that I always do everything right, but that's who I'm trying to follow, guys. So you guys will have to come and join me on our journey here with Stein. He was wild less than a year ago, and we are helping him to have coping skills to be able to be turned into a great saddle horse later on. Now, we brought Dr. Frankenstein, the 3 of them, home at the same time. Doc is just kind of on a break right now while I give a lot of attention to Stein and Awe. Frank, oh my gosh. Frank and Stein are so different. Frank, we call him the whatever horse because he is good with whatever we're going to do. So he has gone to the clinic, the Thai clinic already. He's gone to the horseback riding group multiple times. Now, of course, he's not old enough to be rode yet either, but just bringing him for experiences. So we brought him through the obstacle course at the riding group, and then just bringing him there for experience with trailer rides and meeting other people, the whole stranger danger. Frank doesn't have too much stranger danger, but Stein does have a lot of stranger danger. They have been so different to train. They both have their own playlist. So Stein's playlist is under the Mustang and Burro comparison series. So everything that I've been doing with Stein is on there. I have been trying to record his entire training sessions. Now, I'm not able to keep up with that, you guys. Sometimes now when I go down and we'll work with Stein, my goal is to have 3 days on, and we could work for 1 to 3 hours at a time. And my phone can't handle that. That's a lot of recording. I wouldn't expect anybody to want to watch that much either. So I'm trying to record lots of what I'm doing with Stein, but I am no longer recording all of the training sessions. But we're past the gentling. You know, we do have to work on stranger danger, but that even happens with domestic animals. So I'm not too worried about that. That's going to go away with time. And we were doing the comparison series with Doc, but because Doc's on hold, and I'm going to be working with Ah, who happens to be another donkey, and it's just going to be perfect for the comparison series going forward to be between the 2 of them. Now, Stein's going to be available in June, so if you guys are interested in him, you'll have to let me know. And Frank also available June as well. And Frank, he has his own playlist also under Frank, so you guys can check that out to see what he's been up to. So I'm going to stop talking now and just let you guys watch and enjoy this, you guys. It's just been such a fun journey to help these guys through We did bring home 17 wild animals in the last 2 years, plus I was just counting, I think it's 4 that are either rescue or just domestic. Only one of them was all friendly and loving, and that's Holler. The rest of them were, a little bit nervous about being petted. Holler doesn't have any nervousness at all. And Dude, he doesn't have much in the way of nervousness, but he had obstacles where Holler doesn't have any obstacles. She's pushy, but we're working through that. And Dude, he's blind in one eye, had contracted feet, and was very underweight. So there's playlists for everybody, you guys. I totally invite you to click on the playlist so you can see the different animals, what we've been doing with them, and how their training is progressing. It's kind of like a daycare, like a nursery around here, because we have so many that are 2 and under. But now they're getting older. They're growing up. Now, guys, also, I have this video sped up at 1.5 times, trying to help get through it. When I get to it might even be faster than that, because she's very slow. She wants to investigate every ounce of every part of that tarp before she even considers going over it. Remember, they learn on the release of pressure. It doesn't matter if it's a donkey or a horse. They both release on that release of pressure. Now I'm really working on just giving him time. One of the things that I'm supposed to watch for is their belly and how they're breathing. And with Stein, I feel like I can notice it better than I have with the donkey. This is still the same day after a break, guys, so he had lots of time for his break to come down, have time to lick and chew, get those feel-good endorphins running through him, and now we're going to go through it again. What I'm really looking for is that he'll walk across this calmly. That's my goal. And then eventually I'll keep moving the tarp over so he's walking on the tarp. Pretty certain it was this day. I was down here for 3.5 hours working with him, so there's no awe from this day. But awe will be in the next set. For the next day, just trying to get 3 days in a row is my goal. That was really good too. I think we're going to click on that. All right, guys, I just went and caught Stein from way over there beyond that ball on the ground. I managed to catch him in the 2-acre again and let him through this gate here without anybody else getting through. And now, look at there, Shamus and Atlas. Watch their videos, guys. And now Stein's having a tying lesson. And then we're gonna start working on the tarp. So keep watching to see how he does. We're gonna record some of this. I think I got the camera set up in a better spot today. Here he's looking and kind of investigating the tarp. I want to leave him be when he's doing that. We like it when they want to be curious. We want to foster that curiosity. Okay, I'm speeding up this video to 2 times the normal speed. Just trying to help you guys see what's happening in case you're working on this yourself. You can see how it goes for us and decide if you want to try any of it for yourself. Good boy. That was a good job. Good job. Good job, Stein. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Nice work. Good boy. Good job. Nice work. Oh my, that was good. Yeah, that was so good. Such a good job, Stein. Such a good job. Hope we're recording. I can't see this thing very well. Okay, he's gonna get a break. During his break, he's gonna be tied up to the hitching post. We're practicing all this, getting ready for the tie clinic, which is in 1 month. And I'm not gonna be recording all of it. I'll probably do another recording at the very end and we'll see the difference from start to finish. But this was his first session today and he had one yesterday as well. All right, guys, I'm speeding this up again 2 times the speed to help it not be 14 hours long. So you can see how he's investigating there. We like that. I love it when he's investigating. We really want to foster that. I'm keeping my hands up, still wanting him to go forward, but I'm not really doing any. Well, there, I moved it, but I'm only moving it right now if he's backing up. But if he's staying there, I'm just going to leave him alone. I say that. We'll see as we watch if I actually am doing what I said I'm doing. a good one, Stein. All right, guys, I am ecstatic over where Stein is at right now. And boy, I think it would be really cool if I could get him to stop on the tarp. However, it's already 6:30 and in the evening, I think I'm going to go get Oz so I can work with her. And then Stein can be tied up and have another tying lesson. Hi, you're coming into me. I love that you're coming into me. And then maybe tomorrow we'll work on trying to get him to stop on the tarp. But I sure love how calmly he's walking across the tarp right now. I am just so happy. So happy, guys. All right, we're going to go get Ah next. All right, guys, now we're here with Ah. You're going to see she really takes her sweet time to think about crossing over there. I have this sped up 5 times the speed. So we're taking really just decreasing it. I think we got this part down to 7 minutes from a 39-minute part of the video. Now, I have been really considering how I want to do this going forward. I don't feel like this is the best way. So I'm going to keep working on it. So you guys stay tuned as I keep working on coming up with a better way. I feel like I'm having to get after her too much. Now, even though I'm just hitting the ground, I'm not feeling good about it. So what we're always going to do is observe, compare, and adjust. That's kind of my thought process, my motto. Now, I can do this with Shamus, and Shamus could care less about crossing the tarp. He crosses the tarp like it's not even there. But I have been through all this with Shamus. I've done so many different things with Shamus, and I guess what that really says to me is don't give up. Keep at it, keep trying, offer them a good deal, give them a release of pressure, give them a break so they can feel good about being with you. Now, if you're working with your donkey and you are firming up, look at how much my arm is going. My arms are tired from doing this, you guys. And you go to catch them the next day and they don't want to be caught. Well, that's telling you something. If your animal doesn't want to get caught, especially if they normally do, that means you're not very fun to be around. Now, I have not had that happen with this. I did do one day where I tried to firm up a little bit more, and that day she kind of walked away from me when I went to go catch her. So I'm like, okay, I hear you. I will change it. So I'm still changing it, but I still don't feel like I really have grasped what Ty's trying to teach us with this. So I'm just going to keep working on it, keep working on trying to find a way for her to do this without, we don't want them to freeze up. Remember, that's a donkey's thing, is that they'll freeze up. Now, she wants to investigate it. You know what they say is that if you want a donkey to do something, don't worry, they'll do it. You just got to wait for 7 to 10 days for them to get back to you. Or it takes them like 2 hours or hour and a half to watch a 30-minute TV program, right? They really need a lot of time. And I'm trying to do what I think I'm being taught, but I'm sure I'm missing part of it. So I'm just going to keep working on figuring it out so I know that I understand what I'm being taught and how to best ask to do this. Now, I know I can get her to cross this tarp with oats, but I'm trying to learn a new way. So here we go. Keep watching. You'll be able to see how we're doing and what we do to improve. Now, if you guys haven't yet, I sure do appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. Put your comments in here. What have you done to get your donkey to cross the tarp? We could do it with oats. I'm trying to learn new ways without oats. So what have you done that works? Now, anytime you guys are liking, subscribing, and sharing, this really helps my channel, and I so appreciate your guys' support. So make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. job. Kind of different than when we did Stein, huh? She's going to investigate every ounce of that before she makes any decisions of going across it. So stick with it, guys. It'll get better each time. It really will get better each time. So just keep sticking with it. I'm going to give her a break now. Session 2 for today with Ah. And hopefully we can get her to go across easier this time. This is just like, what did I just see? It took so long to get her to go across before, and now she walked through it so easily. I didn't even do this 5 times the speed, guys. This is just 1 time the speed, and she went across like that. Amazing. You're doing a good job. Keep going. Good girl. Good job. Look at you on the tarp. What a good job you're doing. Oh my gosh. Keep going. Good job. Good girl. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kind of get your nose there. Good girl. You're almost there. You're almost there. Keep going. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's not a good one. Good girl. Come on. Yep. Good girl. Good girl. All right, guys, that's all. That's all for. Okay. All right, this is session number 3 with Ah. Today's session number 3. Come on. Walk. Good girl. Keep going. Good job. Good job. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Good. Good girl. All right, we are going to call that a session now. I'm just going to sit with her while she comes down. I want to make sure her mind is in a good spot. We'll work on this more tomorrow.